Laura here, and today I am bringing you a Pilates mat series that I am calling 360 Core. So what we will be doing in this Pilates mat sequence is working not just your front abdominal core, but your entire core, which also involves your side body, your back, and your butt. When I put together this flow for my husband, one of the comments he had as he was doing his own workouts was that he felt like a lot of the core sequences that he was doing just focused on that front body, and especially for him as a runner, he needs a little bit more of that 360 support. So that's why I called this class the 360 Core. So if you're someone that also likes a little bit of side body and back body work in your core workouts, this is for you. You won't need anything for this sequence, just your mat. And I also tried to make this as neck friendly as possible as well. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that it lets me know you want to see more workouts like this. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be on our back, knees in a bent position, feet flat to the floor. So go ahead and meet me there. As we're laying down here on our back, we have our feet connected onto the floor, hips heavy, and you're going to take your hands behind your head here. So where there won't be so much crunching in here, there will be a little bit. You want you to have your hands behind your head like a hammock, fingertips interlace, and those elbows as wide as what feels good to you. Once you're here, we are going to start with a C-curl crunch. So you're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders up to look forward at your knees, and then bring the head back down. Exhale, lift up, and then inhale, bring it back down. You're connecting this movement to your breath. Every time that you bring your head, neck, and shoulders forward, you feel like that tailbone is heavy, and then you're going to rest the head down, trying not to arch your back as you come down. We have about 3 more times here. In 2, you have the option to keep your head up or to bring your head down for the next move. If you're keeping your head up, make sure that that low back is flat. And we're going to go into our marches here. So we're going to lift the left leg up into a tabletop position, bring it back down to the floor, lift the left leg up into a tabletop position, bring it back down to the floor. Neck friendly variation, your hands are down by your side. You also are focusing on keeping that pelvic tilt. So you still feel like that sacrum is heavy, but you have that lower back flat, and you use that exhale to imagine that that lower abdominal region just south of your belly button is helping you to pick up your thigh bone to you. What we want is to try to keep that knee angle the same, regardless of if your head is up or if your head is down. We're going to be here for about 2 more times. And when that left leg is up, I want you to hold it up. With that left leg up, we're going to bring our head down and then crunch up to that left side. Head down, crunch up to that left side. So you'll notice that if you had that neck friendly option in that last cycle, you got that rest, that recovery for your neck, for your throat. And now we're incorporating a little bit of this crisscross rotation. I want you to keep your hips even here as you try to draw your shoulder, your armpit to the leg that's levitated. We're going to be here for 3. In 2, we're going to switch legs. And then when we finish, head down, left leg comes down, right leg comes up. And then from here, we crunch up to that to that right side. Left shoulder, left armpit is reaching up onto the diagonal. Really important here that the pelvis is staying stable. This is a movement from your thoracic spine. Think about your rib cage trying to twist and reach over as your hips, as your pants are what's stable. We're going to be here for 2 more times. On that last time, rest the head down, lift the second leg up together with your right leg. If your head is going to stay down, take your hands down by your side. You tap the heel bones downwards towards the ground. Keep that stomach in, and then exhale, both legs march up. Tap the heels down. Both legs come up. If you're looking for a little bit more, head, neck, and shoulders come up. You tap the heels down, exhale, lift up. So you've got that option. If your neck needs a break, take it. No need to try to muscle through something that is uncomfortable in that kind of negative way. That neck burning or that neck discomfort, it doesn't need to be there in order to get work from your lower belly. It's different than trying to, build up that muscle willpower for like that burn in your legs when you're doing lunges or squats. We're going to be here for 2 more times. And then after our last time, we're going to rest our feet, rest the head down, and then turn over onto your side. I'm going to turn to my right so that I'm facing towards the camera. We're going to take our right elbow, my right elbow, down onto the mat, kind of like a side plank position. Options. We can go knees into a bent position here, or you can take your legs into a straight position, your choice. From here, we're going to lift the hips up so that you're in that modified side plank, lower down. You also have the option to do one leg straight, lift the hips up, lower the hips down. Option to take both legs straight, lift the hips up, lower the hips down. Do what feels good to you. I'm coming back from a vacation, so I'm going to take that middle level. Lift up and then lower down. Your bottom shoulder, try to keep it pulled down. So I like to think about taking my bottom arm and pulling it towards my shirt, pulling it down towards my pants, and that helps me to line up the underside of my armpit a little bit more, that rotator cuff, that serratus. You get a little bit more work out of this. We're going to go for 2 more times. And on our last time, we are going to stay lifted. Keep your hips lifted. You choose the option that works for you. Take your top hand to the sky. We're going to go into a thread the needle option. So you're going to take this top hand, thread it under and through the hole that you created, and then lift it back up. Remember, you can have both legs stacked one over the other. You can take that top leg, reach it long, if that feels good to you. Or you can take the option to have both legs reaching long for that thread the needle. Whatever feels good to you. I really want to focus on my form, so I'm going to have that bottom leg down so I can get a little bit more out of this rotation. 2 more times here. And after your last time, bring the hips down with control. Turn yourself down towards your belly side. Now, as we're here onto our belly side, toes will be pointed, and we're going to go hand over hand towards the floor. I'm going to take this mic off so it's not making funky sounds for you guys. All right, so we got hand over hand onto the mat. Legs are long. We're going to keep the legs on the ground, lift the elbows off the floor, and then lift the upper back up. Lower the hands and your head to the floor. So it's an upper back extension. Elbows wide, lift the head, and then bring yourself back down. You shouldn't feel like you're looking forward. We're not trying to do anything with the neck. We're really trying to do stuff with the top half of our shirt. Your stomach kind of hugs inwards a little bit. And you want to feel like your pelvis is heavy on the mat. As I go up, I try to feel like my legs grow a little bit longer off the floor as well. We're going to be here for 2 more times. And then after that last time, head stays down, and we're going to move just the legs. Legs are long. Lift the legs up and off the floor, lower down. Point your toes and reach them long and out of those hip sockets. When you lift the legs up, try to feel a little bit of a squeeze underneath the spine line of your glutes. Try to keep the tops of your feet, where your shoelaces would be, facing the floor. That's also going to help your kneecaps stay facing the floor, working a little bit more of that glute max. We're going to go for 2 more times here. After your last one, we're going to put the upper body and lower body together. So hopefully by breaking up those 2 movements, you didn't feel your lower back, and I want you to mimic that same booty work and back work here as we put both of those together. From here, legs and upper back lifts up, and then lower back down. Legs and upper body comes up, and then bring it back down. Try to widen those shoulders, widen those elbows, so you get a little bit into your shoulder blades as well. And the key I find to not feeling your lower back is reaching your legs, your toes out of your pelvis, like someone is pulling on your legs, like someone's trying to drag you away as your belly side. We're going to be here 3 more times. We're going to go back into that side plank series. And then once you finish, go ahead and take a child's pose stretch if you need it. Sometimes people do need that lower back stretch, so you can take that child's pose stretch if you need it. And if not, you're going to meet me right away into that side plank position. I'm going to go onto my left side, but still facing the camera so you can see me. Try to take the same position that you did on the opposite side. So I'm going to go top leg long as my bottom leg stays bent. Remember, you have the option to go both legs bent, one leg straight, both legs straight. Choose what feels good to you. Hand to the sky or hand to your hip. We're going to lift up and then lower down. Remember to keep the shoulder active. Pull the arm downwards towards your feet. And that's going to help you to get that depression of your shoulder and a little bit more engagement on the underside of your armpit. We're going to go 3 more times. We're going to hold that side plank position. And then the next time we're up, hold that side plank, reach your top hand to the sky. This top hand is going to thread through, twist, and then resist back up. So one of the reasons why I also like to keep one of my knees down is because one of my sides is a little bit stickier for that rotation. And so I really want to try to focus on being able to twist from my mid back and not feel like I'm so wobbly through my hip side. So I can feel twisting on this side. I get a little bit stuck sooner than on the other side. One more time here. And then once you finish, bring your hips down. Once you finish here, let's go ahead and come back onto our back side. Once we're back onto our back side, straighten your legs all the way forward. We're going to go into a roll up here. So if you're not familiar with the roll up or you find that you're getting a little bit stuck in it, I do have another video tutorial on this exercise specifically. Take your hands upwards towards the sky, legs to the ground, tuck your chin to your chest, roll yourself forward and up to reach forward to your toes. As you reach forward, try to hollow your stomach and lift the stomach off your thighs. And then roll yourself on down, bone by bone by bone. And then we'll go again. Chin to your chest, roll yourself forward, hands to your toes. Find that stretch of your hamstrings, but still work through the belly. And then roll yourself down. If the roll up is not for you, take that bent knee position and just roll backwards as much as you can without your feet lifting up. And then roll yourself all the way back up. You can even give your legs a little bit of a hug to flatten your back. Or at the top, you can stretch your hamstrings and then come back to that bent knee position and roll halfway back or as much backwards as you can without those feet lifting. So there's options here if that full roll up is not for you. Otherwise, we're continuing through that roll up. We're going to go for about 6 times. Hopefully you're not done with those 6 because these are meant to be done slow with control, like you're melting to the ground. Slow with control, like you're peeling up from the ground, because it's also a spinal massage here. And then the next time that you curl up, we're going to hold the up, hands to your feet or hands to your shin, whatever feels good to you. See if you can stretch your legs away from you as your back tries to stretch away from your legs. And then restack your spine back up. And then you guys are all set. That is your 360 core. We worked our belly, both in flexion, in anti-flexion, in side body, back body, a lot of different core types of work here. So core work is not just that ab flexion type of work, and it's really important that you do work your body in that stabilization type of core work as well, because that's going to be what is that functional type of strength that helps you to stay out of back pain, stay out of hip pain as you are running, playing whatever pickup sports, hiking, whatever active hobbies that you like to do. That anti-core work, that stabilization work is also really important for you as well. well. So I hope that you like this workout. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so it lets me know that you want to see more videos like this. And if you're not already subscribed to my page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can keep seeing workouts like this. My name is Laura. I'm a certified personal trainer and Pilates instructor, and I hope to see you maybe connected on Instagram. I love connecting, growing my Pilates community, and getting to know you guys there as well. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great one. See you next time.